Welcome in, everybody. Y'all just tap the screen and share out the live. We'll try to get as many people in here so we can get started. We're going to give it a few minutes, though. There's lots of things going on, lots and lots of things, but welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. Checkmate is still at work, so she allowed me to come on the platform and run things for a little while till she can join us back. Birdie is still tied up at work, so Raymer is going to be substituting for Birdie tonight for a little while. So it's like a batting lineup. Let me see if I can invite you up, Raymer. Hey, Raymer.
Hey, y'all.
I think today was the day that everybody kind of worked late or had something come up at the end of the day. So we'll just give it a little bit longer. You guys just share out the live and tap. And then we'll give out kind of like the heads up for tonight. Hello, Adam. Hello, Jennifer. Japonica. Lola. Christina. Amanda. Hey, Lisa. Blue Eyes. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. Oops. Y'all just tap the screen. Share the live, please. Guys, it's going to take a lot of taps tonight because there is probably going to be a lot of things that pop off tonight. And we may not be able to stop and say tap the screen. So just every chance you can think about it, tap the screen, please. Moderators, if you would welcome in the people coming in so they know to tap the screen. Hello, Mark. Share this out to Melanie Rose. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. We'll give it a little bit longer. You guys continue to share it out, tap the screen. I am almost positive that she knows about this because she's been on my page and she likes to keep my name in her mouth and make recordings and things. So Jessie Fields, her new name is Hot Mess Express, but it's the same old enabler who's making a whole lot of ankle biting racket, and it's just time to put it to bed. She wants attention, so we'll go ahead and give her a little bit more. When we're tapping tonight and there's screenshots that are being shown, please tap Checkmate's box so that way it doesn't throw you out of the live or give you an error. Amanda. I'm thinking that while we let the room swell up a little bit and try to get Birdie in while she's finishing up, that we could talk about the update with Boo Bear. What do you think, Reamer?
We can. Let me find that.
Okay. So about 25 minutes ago now, Boo Bear, aka Angel Girly, aka Julie Newton 448, put out 2 videos. One where she showed off the new place that she supposedly is staying. And she said that a gentleman, some stranger at McDonald's, owns 40 houses and is letting them stay in one of them until he sells it or rents it out. Based off of the amount of lies that comes out of her mouth, there's not a soul within throwing distance that believes her. So that is going to be Blue Eyes. It's going to be remain to be seen. I honestly, I don't know. If you are blocked from Boo Bear's page, you can go to Lola's page, Melody Rose's page, Bug's page, and see the updates that are there. Blue Eyes has some things posted. I'm sure that there'll be more videos that are going to be made. She says that she has a little bit of food, so we do know what's coming with that dry bag. And it may not even be a dry bag. It may just be a straight out ask with her. There's no telling. She says she's allergic to water, so there's no telling what's coming.
I'm having technical difficulties with this phone.
You're fine. You're right, Blue Eyes. She is relentless. It is always something. I would say that if in the unfortunate chance that you guys do follow or are mutuals with Hot Mess Express, Jesse Fields, Queen Peaches 89, Mary Jane Queen 89, share it out to her. She's already been invited. She's been told several times this live is taking place, and she knows all about it. She as of April 19th, 2025, where I made a specific video inviting her to tell me when and where, whether it's her live, my live, anywhere, where she wanted to talk about why she's enabling drug addicts, then, but I never got a response. I never got anything other than her visiting my page with a burner and her reporting every single video that I had about her. Even so much so, her mother came over and was like, "Leave my daughter alone." So it was a family affair. And I'm sure that you'll start to recognize more names when she comes in. So, Carolyn, if you want to take a box, that would be great too. But I think you already know what type of person your so-called daughter is. So, but if you want to come in and defend her, that's fine. There's the update with Boo Bear. It says we now have a home to live in free until he sells it or rents it. We're safe and warm, and so is my dog. There's no mention of the dementia cat. She did say that she gave the cat to someone to hold on to until she got a place. So she even made a video and showed it off. And it's a rather large house, so who knows? I can't even speculate what could be going on there. What do you think's going on, Rammer?
I think she's lying.
You think she's squatting?
I think she's lying. Who's gonna give you a nice
100% lying.
Yeah, who's gonna give you a nice free home in this economy to stay for free? Come on.
Welcome in, y'all. Tap the screen and share the live, please. Hey, Rhodey.
I can't even imagine the amount of manipulation that was going on if, in fact, there was a gentleman that was at McDonald's that just supposedly let them stay in their house for free with an animal, no less. 2 of them. Two Ramers. Yes, 2 Ramers. Double threats tonight.
Right, Sherry? Maybe her gang got her the house.
Yes. Welcome in, Sunshine. Sunshine, by chance, did Jessie Fields write you back or comment back to you?
Oh, Rhodey.
Nope, I didn't think so. Well, we already know that Tim had his birthday yesterday, and Angela dry bagged for him to have a cigar. And then the money just started rolling in because she was laid up in the bed right next to him, saying that he was such a good man that he deserved a cigar. What he deserves is a job application. But you had a couple of people go in, and the good thing about it is the people who gave to him for his birthday was known enablers. So no new people were suckered into anything. There's that lady, Minnie Lou. She's hook, line, and sinker. She's probably the one that has paid for the room for a couple of days. And then, of course, our friend that will be spotlighting tonight, Jessie Fields, she will be in there, and she said that she just wanted to make the haters mad, so she just gave them some money. But she also said she wanted to check and make sure that the Cash App worked, because you guys do a damn good job whenever you're reporting that Cash App, that it was having a little bit of a glitch and a hiccup, and it caused him to get a little concerned while they were laid up on that bed. So good job with that. Right, Chelsea? Hold on, Ram, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that was Jessie Fields' comment, was she wanted to make sure his Cash App worked, but she wanted to send it all for the haters. So nobody's hating over you here with you wasting your money.
Okay.
Hey, Lazy Dave. Everybody tap the screen and share the live, please.
Did Amber make it in yet? Do we need to share it out to her?
I haven't seen her.
Okay, let me share it out to her really quick.
Hey, Jamie. Yeah, Kelly, supposedly, according to her, somebody just ran up to her and said, "Here's your free house. Come live here."
Mods, make sure that you're greeting people when they come in case we miss it. No blocking, only mute unless they get out of hand, and then you guys use your own judgment. But please make sure that you're greeting people. Try to answer questions if you can. Y'all tap and share, please.
Hello again, Barb. Hey, Lazy Days.
Once again, if you guys follow Mary Jane Queen 89 or Hot Mess Express, Jesse Fields any of those variations. She changes her name so often because she gets called out so often. Share it out to her. I would love for her to come and explain why it is that human life is not important to her. That she has to enable somebody to the point where giving them money could cause them to get something off the street that's not good for them, that could cause them to stop breathing. And she makes no bones about it. She does not care. And tonight, whenever Rammer or Birdie puts up the screenshots, you will be just as surprised about the things that I've told you guys about TNT Mom 1227, where the person did not know about Lisa Richard, gave her money, and she had her tags and her messages off, and TNT Mom 1227 went into this lady's chat, and her and her kids were at a pumpkin patch sitting on her lap, and she said, I hope that those two kids end up just like Lisa Richard. And the lady was very proud. It was on a post where she said, these are my recovery babies. And if you guys need to see that video, you just go to the top of the TikTok search bar and type in TNT Mom 1227. It's the very first video that comes up. There's a young lady who brought awareness to the disgusting thing that TNT Mom 1227 said and boosted up the mom that she said it to. And there's no hate on those creators at all. As a matter of fact, I get a little concerned if people don't see it the way that we do, that was disgusting for her to do for those two innocent kids. That was probably the only reason that the mom got clean, was for the love of her children. I've heard so many times people say the only reason I got clean was because of these two innocent souls. And it's heartwarming to know that kind of love for your child can make you overcome something as horrific and as gripping as addiction. So instead of tearing her down, she is over there telling her she wished that on her two innocent kids. And now TNT Mom 1227 is a moderator for Tim Nash, which that's not shocking, and enabling Tim and Angela, and is often in Jordan Paul's chat. I haven't made a video on TNT Mom 1227 yet, because I want you guys to probably give the views and the traction to the lady who made the video on her back in April. TNT Mom 1227 is around a lot more than she should be, because she hasn't been called out enough. So that video needs to go around. If you guys would go over there and share it, that would be great. Did I see Birdie come in?
You did. Hey, Cindy.
Birdie, anytime you're able to come up, you can.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Rammer's already over this shit.
Well, when you have 3 devices, I'm like, what the hell's going on? What do I match now? You're responding to comments, tapping the live. A little
Multi-talented. We love you, Rammer.
Tap the screen and share the live, y'all, please. Share it out to everyone.
Okay, Jesse.
Birdie, that's cruel. I'm leaving.
Rammer, if you would put up Jesse's picture, the one with just her face, we'll let that one stick around majority of the time that I'm talking. Nunya, that's TNT Mom 1227. And she is currently a moderator for Tim Nash, but over in Tim and Angela's chat. But the video is from April of this year, where she was on the video of that recovering mother. Thank you, Ram.
Isn't my little Ram Jam cute?
Cool. course. Beautiful.
Not with my 4 eyes, ma'am.
She looked like she was falling backwards.
Linda. Right,
Like
Cindy, you don't know. That house where you could live for free, if wherever it is, sign me up. That's right, Rosetta Stone, the mattress actress, Jessie Fields. Yes, ma'am. Guys, continue to share it out. You're going to tap Checkmate's box. I don't know, whenever you guys switch cameras or green screens, just whenever you see the switch, when Birdie takes over, it's always Checkmate's box that you're going to click to collect like. Okay, so this is, like I said earlier, she changes her name so often because Papa, no, Papa. Papa is the newest moderator for Crystal Cunny Hut, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Aren't you proud, Papa? Exploiting that young lady.
That lady that's dealing with addiction, mental illness, and all sorts of things.
Papa, you should be so proud that you are just enabling some horrible, horrible, sad behavior. And she's struggling. Make no mistake, Papa, and you're not making it any better. That's a shame. Special place. There's going to be a special place. Okay. Birdie, do you want to put up, are you able to put up anything yet, Birdie, or no? No. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Birdie. Go for it. That way Raymer can relax and enjoy and jump in whenever she wants to. So this is Jessie Fields. This is her Facebook. Jessie has had many names. Jessie puts her entire business out online. When I say her entire business, her entire everything is online. She's got her, and she's a self-described mattress actress. And one of the things that stands out is that, y'all, Jessie is as nasty as they come. She has screenshots of hickeys all up and down her neck with catfish videos, because see, what Jessie does in her catfish videos, I don't know how those filters stay, but that's not what Jessie looks like. That's what Jessie looks like. Jessie, and it's no hate towards anything, because again, it's not about what they look like, but it is whenever you misrepresent yourself to men for money. And it's a shame, because Jessie loves the attention that she's not getting. Jessie is very, very lonely, very, very insecure, and people in her town hate her. I'm not so sure that her family even likes her, except for her mother, who's like once removed, like kind of like the adopted mom that comes in and says, "Leave my daughter alone." So I don't want anyone to think that this is unprovoked, because the amount of intel that was done on Jessie was thanks to you guys.
Nope, you're done.
Was thanks to you guys and your messages, your emails.
The intel. I'm out of here completely.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in. Was thanks to you guys. The things that Melody Rose sent me, the things that was sent by Mark and Lola, and anybody that sent me anything, I kept a file. And you guys know that I love my files. So thank you for being a part of that. Birdie, if you will put up the screenshot of the April 15th, 2024 It's the phone Cash App. Guys, this is a video that Jessie put on her own Facebook in the day that she gave Lisa Richard money. When she gave Lisa $10, Lisa blocked her. Now, everybody knows that when scammers, beggars, bad behavior, those struggling with addiction get what they want, they're going to block you when you either tell them no or you're no longer providing for them. But the date that I want you to pay attention to, she actually asked up at the top, it says, "You blocked me." But it's the April 15th, 2024 at 2:53 p.m. that says, "Go live and I'll help you." Now, there has been lots of discussions all over the internet about people paying Lisa to go live. And it's disgusting because we know what happens. Well, here's black and white proof right there. She says, "Go live and I'll help." So she's exploiting Lisa's crash out phases, her addiction, her just for entertainment, sick entertainment. Later, after all of this is going on and Jessie is making videos and getting clicks and views off of Lisa, she then wants more clicks and views and clout and post Lisa's baby. I'm not going to say his full name, but the initial to his first name, Jay, on her Facebook. So not only can she enjoy the shit show, but others on her Facebook can too. Which, as you guys know from us, that the more people that go in there engage, the more people go on the FYP, the more people that she's going to come across and pull on people's heartstrings, and they're going to give her money. And we all see where that has ended up. This was July of 2024, July 13th, 2024. We've blurred out the baby's face. She didn't. And it's disgusting. So not only is she telling her on her Cash App, April 15th, 2024, "Go live and I'll help you." In between this time, she is actually pinning Lisa's Cash App. But it wasn't just Lisa's Cash App. It was the DD's Cash App that she was pinning. And people in the comments are telling her, "You don't even know whose Cash App you're pinning." All of this for entertainment. Barry's made a video on Jessie Fields to let everybody know that, shocker, Jessie Fields is in the medical field. She's a healthcare worker, nurse's aide. And I've already told you guys the amount of times that I've been out of the hospital and the amount of things that I've had friends go through. I think those people are heroes. What they do with the love and the kindness in their hearts for people who are sick and can't do for themselves, I think that those people are amazing. But I guess there's one in every crowd, right? Because Jessie Fields has no heart at all. She wants to see people come to their knees. And she enables them to be able to do it by throwing them a little cash. And if it was just Lisa, we would be having a conversation about Lisa and then we would move on. But no. We've got, put up that screenshot, Birdie, of Caitlin Blake and Kim Peters. Jessie is all over. No matter the name, it's always the same. Her goal is the same way, to just hurt people. Throw them a little cash so they can, that's Becky. So the one where it's like a grid and it'll look like a four-way. Caitlin Blake, Kim, and I think it's Jordan, but it may be Beth Osborne. I can't remember right off. The amount of people that Jessie has modded for. Just modded, not gone in and enabled, thrown cash to. We're talking Carol Edwards, Kim Peters. She's modded for Lisa, King Cujo, Jordan Paul, Maggie, Caitlin Blake. She's working on becoming a moderator for Tim and Angela. And I can't wait till that happens. I hope that she becomes one. Because the more in depth that we get into the story with Jessie Fields, you're going to see why. I hope that happens. I may not have sent that to you, Birdie. I'm sorry. You're right, Lazy Days. Twisted. Very twisted. Jessie's been around for a long time doing the same things, but I didn't start documenting things until Barry's made her first video where she kept seeing Jessie over and over and over enabling in different places, and then finally made the video from Jessie's video to Cash App and saying, you blocked me. But upon further inspection of seeing that go live and I'll help you, it just took a whole different story. It took a whole new meaning when I couldn't understand why I always ask you guys, what is it that makes these people tick like that? What is it that makes these enablers go in? It's with Jessie, it's not even Captain Save-A-Ho. She's not trying to help or save anybody. She doesn't care about the bullying. She doesn't care about anything other than watching people squirm. It's like she's going to the circus and like just throwing a few peanuts out for her entertainment because she's lonely. Her Facebook, guys, when you go to her Facebook, she puts all her business out on the internet. Even the fact that McDonald's the other day messed up on her hamburger. She doesn't like cheese, or either she can't eat it. She bought 2 hamburgers and they put cheese on it. She was so upset. She said, why is it that McDonald's can't get it right? All of that on the internet. So her Facebook is full of just bullshit because she puts it all out there. That's how much of a need that she needs some type of constant reinforcement or interaction, because she doesn't get it from her home life. She doesn't get it from her family. And she damn sure doesn't get it from her people in her town because they can't stand her. And I know that you guys know people like that, like Julie Ruddock and, Country. All the people that we've come across on the app before, there's always been people who we know in their town, they can't stand them. Hell, Boo Bear's one of them. You say Julie Newton to people. Again, I've told you guys that Julie Newton's boss actually follows Melody Rose and then started following me. Even the gentleman from when she was using their grief and tragedy to make money on their Cash App follows us now and says, thank you for doing it. I even told him I would take the post down if it was any disrespect to his mother. And he said, no, please keep bringing awareness to whatever her name is, Boo Bear. He didn't even know her name was Boo Bear. So those type of people, we run across them all the time. I just thought that, at some point somebody would get a grip and just say, I need to change my ways. But what concerns me more than anything is that she's in the healthcare worker field and she's going to go into somebody's home and fix their medicine or help them take care of themselves, because we know as we age, or as our parents age, that we have to rely on someone to go in and try to help them if we've moved away from our childhood homes and our parents need some help. So we're trusting a healthcare worker, aide, or in that profession to go help them. She's not currently doing that. She just made a post on her Facebook saying, man, I wish I could go back in and do healthcare. And a bunch of people told her where she could go, where she could apply, this and that. Well, I wonder what's going on, Jessie. I wonder if those people have got your number, Jessie. Because there's not people that don't just come across stuff on the internet. Because again, I just told you that Boo Bear's former boss and the son, and now the brother is following us. Hold on a second, Rammer. Okay, I'm sorry. We were having trouble finding that screenshot. So when Birdie comes back, we'll bring her back up. And that screenshot that I was telling you about with Carol Edwards, Kim Peters, Lisa, King Cujo, Jordan Paul, Maggie, Caitlin Blake, and Tim and Angela, that will be pinned on the top of my page. And that way you guys can go through the videos and see just the montage of amount of people that she has enabled. And again, that's not all of them. That's nowhere near the amount of people that she's enabled, but it is a snapshot. So thank you, Birdie, for looking. I appreciate you. I didn't mean to stress you out. One of the reasons why we had to do this tonight was Jessie decided, I'll bring you up. Jessie decided that she was going to make a video 3 days ago on a recording from Digital Deceivers Morning where we were speaking to an enabler who gave money to Country Honey. Country Honey is the one who just got a house and was online begging, but she begs with her boobs hanging out. And she's wanting rat bait, cleaning supplies, plug-ins.
And she's the one that slammed her child down into a high chair at McDonald's or some fast food area, all because she was sitting there begging for phone money. And her children were acting out because they were bored. They were tired of being there. They had already been there for like an hour.
Oh my God.
And she slams her child down into the high chair. I think there's several people that have posted this video.
Oh my God, that's awful. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, if y'all posted this video, please say it in the chat because several awareness creators are here.
Yeah, because I didn't know that. Well, on several videos that are out, Country Honey was at an elderly lady's home, and she had just come back from the hospital, and they were mixing up some medicine, it looked like, and Country Honey was mixing the powder or something. She didn't have a care in the world. She was on live, and the lady in the background is talking to either her insurance company or the doctor. And all her business is out there. And the creator that posted that blacked out or muted out some of the information so that way the lady was protected, because clearly she has no family. She has no one that can go and take care of her. So she had to have insurance provided or hire someone to come in and help her with her medicine, help her around, help her to bathe, help her to cook a few meals, those things to get around because she was so sick. And I don't know if Jessie felt a kinship between her and Country Honey because they're in the healthcare field, but they both have the same sentiment, basically. They don't give a damn about someone's heart and soul and their well-being if they're doing that. Now, I'm not sure what Jesse's Jesse, if you're in here on your burner or your window licking, just come on in and have a conversation, because what you did when you posted that video of me and Digital talking to that enabler who gave Country Honey money so she could go get rat bait, you actually helped us out, because I had over 39 messages of people asking when Digital goes live or when I'm going to go live. This is the screenshot of the video right here. You'll see me in the top box, Digital in the bottom, and Country Honey, and the 3 names that she circulates on. So you didn't say anything because you didn't have the spine, just like since April 19th of 2025 when I made a video and said, name the time and the place of a box and let's talk it out. So how much April until now, and now you've made a video, because why? You've been invited. I know Sunshine personally invited you with a tag. Checkmate did. Where you at? You got so much to say, and you got so much to say not only about me now, but you want to talk about top 4 ways too. So we gave you the time. We gave you the option. I gave you a personal invitation with a video April 19th, 2025 to tell me where and when, and we could talk about it. But no, you want to go and play your little games and go enable these people into their graves. Jesse's had a lot of opportunities to fix her ways, but I think that the bottom line here with Jessie is she couldn't hack it, and she couldn't cut it with what you guys do. She couldn't stay loyal like you guys do. She couldn't do the messaging. She couldn't take the criticism that you guys take. She couldn't take whenever you message someone and they tell you to go F off. I'll do what I want with my money. She couldn't hack it. So much so that when I was in a box in July with Not the One, Jessie had sent him a message and said, hey, you really need to look into these people, and gave him a list of people to look into, trying to be awareness. Trying to say, these are scammers. They take people's money. They take advantage of them. I'm trying to help. And then, of course, his antenna went up because he knows he had seen her name as a flip-flopper. He knew she was an enabler. He wanted to know all about her then. Of course, I had to tell her about her, and he went digging. I didn't need to dig because I already had what I needed on her, because she's just a vile human being and she's never going to have the spine to stand up to things that you guys do. Put up the screenshot of the GoFundMe. Jesse's uncle passed away recently on October 25th. Rest in peace, Mr. Uncle. But here's where it gets really sad, because Jesse's uncle passed away and she posted him on her Facebook. And it's a GoFundMe that says, can you please donate so we can have a memorial and lay my uncle to rest? Guys, if you look in the very middle of that page, it says it is 52%. Yesterday was November 3rd. Tim McCord's birthday, where Angela was laid up right next to him, and they were laid up on that hotel bed begging for birthday money, when she's got her uncle's GoFundMe on her Facebook at 52%. You mean to tell me the money that she gave Tim and Angela for Tim's birthday yesterday couldn't have gone to her uncle's GoFundMe to lay him to rest? And you don't have to take my word for it, you guys. This is all live. This is all on her Facebook. If you want to put that screenshot back up, Birdie, go to her Facebook. It's all right there. Now, she has removed her profile picture because that's one of the things I want to caution you guys. When you guys start looking into enablers and you look into things, screenshot. As soon as you look at it, screenshot it, because they will delete it. They will dirty delete videos. And, one of the things that I learned from Checkmate and Rammer and Samantha from back in the day is don't delete. Stand on business. Thank you, Cleavage. I appreciate you. This is Jesse's Facebook. Sunshine. Jesse Fields. Mary Jane 89. Queen Peaches. Currently, she is Hot Mess Express. She goes by different names. She's the same enabler, though. She's the enabler who likes to enable addicts to put them closer into their graves. But now it's important that you guys know who she is, even more so when she's changed her name, because she seems to have a fantasy that she's going to bring awareness to me, to Top 4 Ways, to anybody else that she thinks is doing something against her. And we really, honestly, I don't give a damn about Jessie. I just want her to not treat human life like it doesn't mean anything. Because one of these days, somebody's going to get something bad off the street, and that life is gone. As vile of a human as Jessie is, as disgusting as she is, I don't care if she shows her boobs, her butt, her thighs, whatever, or any behavior that she's doing online as a mattress actress, like she's self-described. Let her do it. But over here, where she's enabling people like she did back with Lisa, April 15th, 2024, telling them to go live and I'll help, just so she could get more money and watch the shit show, to Carol Edwards, Kim Peters. And while we're on that, it doesn't have to just be illicit substances that someone is addicted to. Right, Rammer?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
That it doesn't have to be just illicit substances
Oh,
that someone's addicted to.
People become addicted to NyQuil. Anything can become an addiction.
Just like in the instance of Kim Peters. Honestly, guys, I really think she was addicted to spending money, other people's money. It was obvious that she was addicted to food. She wanted DoorDash. She wanted what she wanted to eat. She didn't want to be healthy. But the amazing innate amount that she had to spend other people's money and the attention that she got, she was addicted to that. So Jessie was feeding into that as a moderator. So it doesn't just have to be something as illicit as a drug. She is causing people to crash out so she can watch and have something to engage with. You notice how she doesn't come in here and try to ask questions. I promise you, she's not over there kicking it with anybody else where there's an intelligent conversation going on. She's going in and talking to people like the likes of Tim and Angela, where she's saying, yeah, I'm going to give you some money so the haters, because I don't care about the haters. Jessie, that backfired on you, hun, because we want you to give your money. The 3 people that gave Tim and Angela money last night, you saved new people because you are a known enabler. We're glad you gave that money because he wasn't on here all night trying to manipulate people who didn't know. So thanks for that, Jessie. Great job. It's probably the only good thing you ever do is give your money out. But remember, your uncle, his GoFundMe is at 52%. Maybe the money that you give Maggie and King Cujo and Jordan Paul and Caitlin Blake and Tim and Angela, you could have paid for the memorial to put your uncle to rest, your blood to rest. I'm not sure how much else document-wise needs to be done on you, Jessie, because at this point, you just you need to box up or shut up, because you're irrelevant to all of us. Birdie, if you can put up that screenshot with Becky Fortney. We don't have a category for Jessie, guys. We have a category of super enablers that Adam coined. And super enablers are people like Pittsburgh girl Andrea and emergency medicine. But Jessie is a different type. Different, I don't know, super enabler flip-flopper, super flip-flopper enabler. I don't know, some kind of name we need to coin, because look at the comment that she put in in Becky Fortney's live. All for One has resources. Make it make sense. She is not only in Not the One's DMs telling him about scammers, but now here we are 6 months later, and she's in Becky Fortney's chat trying to tell her about resources, like she has any business having All for One's name in her mouth. This all comes down to, what is it that you want, Jessie? Is it not going to be good enough that someone passes away? Does it have to be your dollar? Because let me promise you this, Jessie, if you're on the outside and you're recording and you want to put me on your page, please do it. Because you really helped us out with awareness by posting me the other day, talking to that enabler, trying to explain why I don't care what he does with his money. However, there are children starving. There are children, when they go to school, that they're squirreling away their lunches for the younger ones that aren't of school age. So I'm hoping that little boy or little girl, when they squirrel their lunch away, that they're getting something good of substance to pack away in their backpack to take home to the little kids, because there's no food at home. I'm hoping that they can eat because their lunches aren't past due and they only get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and some water. I hope they get good hot lunch. But you wouldn't know because you're too busy giving your money to Tim and Angela and Maggie and Jordan Paul and Tim Nash, because you get a sick thrill off of it. A veteran that you walk past. A single mother who needed to eat something so she could pump milk for her baby. An animal shelter that's taken in all of these animals now that it's about to get cold. And they need a place, or at least a blanket. So your money could have gone to all of these things. And even if you didn't want to do a damn thing for your community, you could have put your uncle to rest. That GoFundMe is still sitting at 52%. I wonder how long it'll sit at 52% while you're over here on the internet on TikTok begging because you're lonely, trying to expect for people to give you some attention just so they'll say your name. I'm curious, Jessie, do you get the same thrill whenever you get caught and you go private and then you make up another name? Do you get that same thrill of every time you have to change your name when someone calls you out? I'm just curious, because they say when people say your name, it's like the most loved language in the world to you when people say your name. So I'm just curious, Jessie, when you have to keep changing your name to Queen Peaches, 89, Mary Jane, Queen, Hot Mess Express, do you get that same thrill? Or is it just the thrill of putting somebody's one step closer into the grave that gives you that thrill? The Lisa Richard, Maggie, Caitlin Blake. You had the audacity to write in the comments, I stopped modding for Caitlin Blake when I seen she was in addiction. What? When did you see it, Jessie? You got caught is what happened, Jessie. You can't flip-flop and be a good person only when you think it's appropriate. You need to be a good person just to be a good person so your daughters can be good people too. And anybody else that you're influencing. You couldn't hack it over here on the awareness side because you couldn't do what people in the chat do. You couldn't handle somebody telling you to F off when you're trying to tell them these people have been hurting people and they're in active addiction and you value human life. You couldn't hack it when you message them and say, please do your research. You couldn't hack it like the rest of these people in this chat. Because my very first interaction with you, if you'll put that up, Birdie, it is where my old account, my old screen name, and it's Kim, where she is talking about why work when you can work for me. Y'all remember that video, right? Kim Peters gets up and says, why work when y'all can work for me? Like,
Lord, if you keep saying her name, she's going to come back.
she's coming back. They always come back. We're just going to be ready this time.
Y'all make sure you're tapping and sharing, please, and thank you.
Let me go get it real quick. I'll be right back. It's going to be hard to see when she comes back, so we may not leave it up too long. Sorry, Birdie, I set you up. My very first interaction with Jessie was when I tagged her, like most of you do. When you guys go in and you tag people or you message them and you tell them, hey, just so you know, I saw that you were new. I saw that you were in there and you were in chatting it up with them. I just want you to know these people have been doing this for years. Please protect yourself. Don't get taken advantage of. I messaged Jessie and tagged her in the video where Kim Peters says, why work when y'all can work for me? Like, exact quote. Jessie said, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I try so hard. This was in July of 2024. Jessie can't do what you guys do. She'll never make it over here. So what she does is she digs for her change. And make no mistake, I know that Jessie works hard. Jessie goes and she does Instacart and she does DoorDash. And there was a time frames where she likes to work the overnight shift, the graveyard shift in nursing homes. So she works hard for her money. There's no mistake about that, because when you look at her Facebook page, and you can put that back up, Birdie. When you look at her Facebook page, she complains about, I work hard for my money. How come McDonald's can't get it right? Because she's complaining about her hamburgers. She works hard for her money. I'm going to give her that. But why give it away to people who are going to lay up in a bed and beg for cigars and not do for themselves? It's all you have to do is type Jessie Fields into the top of the TikTok search bar, because I'm not the only one bringing awareness to Jessie Fields. Just type whatever screen name it is that you guys remember. The Queen Peaches, the Jessie, where it was just Jessie. But it's not doxing. It's public information, because she's got her link tree up there. She's got her wish list that she's created. She's got her mattress actress business up there. She's got Her Snapchat is available. All of it is available. The only thing that changes is her pictures. Because I don't think that Jesse's smart enough to know that when we see something, we screenshot it right then and there. So she can go back and change it all she wants. She can delete it. She can do whatever it is that she wants to do. But the bottom line is with Jesse, if you're on the outside listening, you make me sick. Life is valuable no matter who or what. Some of these beggars and scammers I have had enough of, and I know everyone on this panel and the chat has. We're so frustrated. We're at the point where we're just like, screw this. I'm done. I'm tired of doing this. I can't appreciate you guys enough for sticking with us and planting your feet in for the holidays, because it's about to get worse. Thank you for what you do. Jesse, I hope every time somebody sees you that they call you out. I hope that every time they see you, they snicker and know that you're lonely and you have no value on human life and you don't care about your community. And I'm going to close it out by saying this. You not only don't care about your own community, you don't even care about your own blood. Your uncle passed away. He's got a GoFundMe to put him to rest. And you gave your money to Tim and Angela just yesterday. His GoFundMe is at 52%. I hope you have the days you deserve, and I hope that you don't sleep a damn wink knowing that you disrespected your own blood. Thank you guys for listening to my rant. There's going to always be people like Jesse. There's going to be always people begging on the internet. We're never going to stop it. They're always going to get their money. We can slow it down, but all I care about is the people who don't know. Give them the opportunity to know and do their own due diligence with their research and allow them to make up their own minds. Some of them may give, and there's going to be people like Jesse who give out of spite. Just know that mentality. I wanted to bring the mentality of somebody like Jesse to you so you don't get so worked up and so frustrated when you're like, damn, what else can I do? You can't. We're never going to stop it, and we shouldn't have to. But if they knowingly are doing this, allow them to do it. I hate that I have to sit back and watch people like Jesse Fields give money to Tim Nash when I know that he is a horrible human being and he is lying about cancer, just like Tim and Angela are lying about cancer. And he is going to possibly get something bad off the street and his life is about to be snuffed out. As bad of a person as he is, his life is still valuable. If there's a chance that one or two of these people will think twice about giving money, it needs to always go to the people of the whites of the eyes that they see every day. Give it to their community. And even if they don't come across somebody on the street that needs a hot meal, those little kids at that school with their bellies rumbling when they're trying to learn, because they're going to be our doctors and our lawyers and our judges for tomorrow. They're going to be the construction workers. They're going to be the nurses. They don't need their tummies rumbling or worried about where they're going to get their next meal at because they're hungry. So if you can put it to them that way in their messages, tell them, if you don't do anything else, if you don't know any place else, the vet, a wounded warrior, don't give it to anybody on the internet. Give it to people that you know. Just go down to your local school and drop that $5, $10, $2. It's going to give some kids some lunch to eat.
Fallon, I just come across something. The Stoner Queen of Dabs. How is a healthcare worker, how does she get away with passing urine screens and being the Queen of Dabs?
Oh, that's a good question. And maybe that's why she's not successful in getting back at her nursing home job. Maybe she's like Do they have independent contractors that go to people's homes, or do you have to be signed up through a hospital?
It just depends on what deep, durable DME that they use. But I just want to know how she's a stoner queen and she's got people's lives in her hands.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, in my state, you can't consume Mary Jane and be in healthcare. You get randoms all the time.
Wow, that's a good point. Glad you brought that up.
I know the live's about over, but I'm sorry. I had a meeting tonight, y'all. But I appreciate everybody being here.
Thank you for a privilege of the box tonight. Your platform, Checkmate. It's always appreciated. I I can't tell you guys enough how much I appreciate coming and being with like-minded people who just want to help people. Because it really does help when you see, when I'm on my break or lunch and I'm scrolling and I see enablers like Jesse Fields, and I'm just not understanding why it is that people like this exist. I know there's evil people in the world, but I just can't believe that people like this don't think about their own survival. Because at the end of the day, you should be thinking about yourself, Jesse, because I hope that you hear me when I tell you that when one of these people pass away, unfortunately, and their valuable life is gone, I promise you, I'm going to make sure that people check your Cash App, your Venmo, and your PayPal, or any payment methods that you have to make sure you had never given them money to see if you were part of it. Because you're wrong. All life is valuable. Like I said, you should know how valuable it is, because I promise you there's people who would still wish they could pick up the phone and call their uncle just to tell him good night or have a good day, or just see him around the Christmas tree this Christmas. I hope that he rests in peace, and I hope that he is able to get the money that he needs for his memorial, because we clearly know it's not coming from you with any help you're doing. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Checkmate.
I don't really have much to add. I mean, I'm sorry I missed most of it, but I did have a meeting tonight, so my apologies, everybody, for being so quiet. We do have a big live coming up. I don't want to release the details yet because it's not really my live. I am going to host it though. So y'all be watching out for videos. We also have an awareness live that we are trying to plan on Chip. So that's in the making. So we are kind of busy with stuff. But we appreciate each and every one of you. Did you have anything else, Fallon?
I don't, other than I hope you guys know how much we appreciate all of you and all the things that you do. I, it takes special people to care about people that you've never met. And you guys are amazing in everything that you do, always being here. The loyalty is unmatched on this side. So thank you.
Does anybody have any questions about what Fallon talked about tonight? I mean, if you can't think of anything now, you know that any of you can message us at any time. Our inboxes are always open. We love you too, Bugs. Thank you for coming in, Adam. Thank you, Southern Rose. Thank you, Just Janet. All right, well, if Fallon doesn't have anything and nobody has any questions, then you're welcome, Sydney. Cindy, I'm sorry. Oh, I just want to thank all the ladies in the boxes, Adam, all my mods. You guys are great. You're always here to help us out. We appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you to everybody in the chat for being so respectful. We appreciate it. Be on the lookout for a video, y'all. We have another live coming soon, and it's a big one. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week, and we'll be live soon.
Good night, you guys. Thank you again.
Good night,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.
Bye.